Subscribers, I hope you had a good night last night. I just need to go very quickly through the disclaimer. As you know, we only give financial information. We do not give general advice or financial advice. Any information that is displayed or correlated by ourselves, it is for information and education only. We do not have an Australian Financial Services licence, so this is only information for education. If you trade on this information, it is at your own risk, and we do not have any liability for that. As I said, we do only provide this information for information and education purposes. Just very quickly, overnight, what occurred overnight was a fairly interesting night. The equity markets basically tread water. Essentially, everyone is waiting for the Greece negotiation game to be spun out, essentially. Greece, in the month of June, does have a lot of debt that they do have to potentially pay down. Essentially, that debt is $7 billion, around $7 billion in total, and it is with very short-term commercial paper. And the thing is, if the investors don't roll that debt over, then Greece will have to find the money from somewhere to actually pay down that debt. The reality is they don't have any money in the kitty, and if they can't borrow that money from the IMF or the European Central Bank, Greece is going to be in a lot of trouble, and they probably will potentially default, which is really scaring the markets quite a bit. Overnight, we did see European interest rate markets go up quite substantially in terms of debt curves and interest rates. And essentially, we are seeing interest rates everywhere going up. And there's a theme out there that the central banks have cut interest rates too much. So we are starting to see interest rates in the capital markets actually going up quite a bit. But I guess the thing is, what we did see in terms of currency markets, European, even though we had this European drum with Greece, essentially, the euro is still going up because German interest rates went up quite a bit. And the US did come down slightly. Look, it is just a Greece waiting game, so we all wait. The Aussie dollar was up to 77.5 cents, up 1.5 cents. Being a commodity currency, all commodities were up, except just a couple, which you'll see in our information channels. But really, at the end of the day, it is just a Greece waiting game. We all wait to see what happens, and certainly what happens in Greece will drive markets. So thank you very much, subscribers. If you'd like a list of these definitions, we will provide one upon subscription. Thank you.